Okay guys, this is Evil Aniki and we are at Jiro's Pitstop. This is like a street meat car event. A lot of different vendors here, but it's at the Fujiwara Tofu Cafe. And this is a nice little event. I think it's a monthly event. But yeah, we're gonna walk through this and check it out. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we're gonna get on into the event. But let's do that.
Jiro Pizza!
Again, welcome to another Evil Aniki vlog. Today we are at Jiro's Pitstop, which is a street meat car event at the Fujiwara Tofu Cafe, which is a boba shop based on the tofu shop in Initial D. We're gonna head on inside. We're gonna check this out real quick. It's a pretty cool store. We're gonna head on in here. I didn't actually get any boba this time around, but I might come back here another day and maybe I'll do like a YouTube short or something, but I don't know. I'm not really a boba guy, but we'll check it out at some point. But this is a really cool store. They had like an arcade in the back there. You see a few machines. So just a really interesting experience overall. Here are their hours. This location is in El Monte, sort of like Alhambra, El Monte area. And is a pit stop. It is kind of like a little stop on the side of the freeway. So I don't think you can actually walk to this event. I think you have to get here by a vehicle, unfortunately. But I mean, it makes sense for a car event. This event was actually pretty popping. I did get here a little bit later in the day. It was an event that started at like 1 to... I think they went till 6 p.m. and I got here maybe around like 2 or 3. I don't remember exactly, but that means the event was already halfway over by the time I got here. I was at the Maid event, so if you hadn't seen my previous video at the Maid Cafe, that was actually just down the road from this event. So I came up here after the Maid event was over, and this event had a lot of, you know, again, it's focused on cars, but it had like a lot of models and photographers here as well. I actually ran into a few people I knew here as well that I didn't expect to run into. Very cool that that happens. It's always nice to go to an event and meet people, well, not meet people, but bump into people that you know. Because sometimes you go out to events and it's just like, you know, no one there, and it can be a little odd, but, you know, it was nice having someone to talk to for a little bit. But going through the event, there are a few vendors here, and again, I really wish I had gotten here maybe a little bit earlier. The Maid Cafe event that I was at actually ran late by like 40 minutes, I want to say. So, you know, I was expecting to be out of there probably a little bit earlier than I was, but it was still a good day. There was plenty of models here, and I feel like I missed a lot of the models from earlier in the day as well. And this event actually skewed a little bit older on the age range. Typically at like anime conventions like Anime Impulse, you tend to see a lot of teenagers. This event, I think because it's focused on cars, skewed older. So not being an 18+ event, it definitely had an 18+ vibe. A lot of the vendors were selling more waifu type stickers and stuff like that. But speaking of vendors, we're going to come up on one here at the end of this row here, the Asiori Maid Cafe. I don't know if they actually have like a physical Maid Cafe, and I think they just do like convention made pop-ups. I'm not too sure. I know they do performances, so I actually had filmed them previously at the SoCal Idol Fest, which is going through some rebranding, and you know, apparently the Northwestern Idol Fest and the SoCal Idol Fest had like a split, so eventually it's going to be coming back as like a different convention altogether. I don't really understand, but I will be attending it when it happens because it was such a fun event, and I'll be sure to link that video at the end of this video in like one of those end card things. I'll mention it again at the end of the video so you guys don't forget. But check them out. I'll have a link for them down in the description as well. But this event is inspired around Initial D, which is super cool. I love Initial D. I think it's a great anime. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you guys see it. This guy here in his Initial D whip, it's just hilarious. But let's check out a few more vendors, and we're going to start off with the vendor I'm coming up on right now, which is Canna Coffee. We're going to see their menu here in just a second. So they had a really cute little setup. Here are their prices. They are a new startup coffee company. Be sure to check them out. I'll link them down below as well. And they're hopefully going to be at conventions coming up all around. And the next vendor we're going to check out is this Head Empty booth. I'm going to actually use some of the camera audio here, so I'll catch you guys in just a little bit.
Hello, how much are your stickers?
Which one?
The Head Empty and the Pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin is 5 and head empty is 8.
Could I get both of those?
Yes.
Oh, you got keychains.
Yes, it's these three.
Go ahead.
Are they mystery keychains? Is that what they're...
Oh no, the dragon ones are in here, and then
Gotcha.
both of these are just out and about.
Okay.
Yeah. So the pumpkin and the head empty?
Also, I'm gonna put this in my cart real quick.
Okay, for sure.
We'll be here.
Was it gonna be cash?
Yeah, cash.
Pumpkin.
I live in the past.
Hell yeah. Help me invade.
So again, I will have the links for both of those vendors down in the description below. Be sure to check them out. I'll also have the Fujiwara Tofu Cafe social down in the descriptions below as well. I can't link Jiro's Pitstop, even though this event is Jiro's Pitstop. I don't think they actually have a social media page for the event. I tried looking it up, and there was a lot of people who were posting about it, but they didn't actually have like a solid event page. And this event, I think this is like the second time they've had this. I think this specific event was called like Second Stage. So I'm not too sure. Hopefully it'll come back. I think they're trying to make this like a monthly or semi-regularly type event in the El Monte, Alhambra area. But shifting gears real quick, I want to talk about these K cars, because they had some K cars at this event, and I do know there is like an offense on K cars going on at the moment. I think Georgia is trying to ban them. So there are some states where they're legal, and they are technically legal here in California, but there are some interesting rules with them where they're allowed on islands, but you're not allowed to drive them on the freeway or on roads that go above 55 miles per hour because they aren't, you know, a speedy vehicle. But it's just interesting. There's a whole bunch of like websites talking about how like they're cheap and affordable, but states are banning them. I think they should just be legal. I get why they're not, because they're definitely smaller, and you know, if you get into an accident with like a huge, you know, 4x4 Ford or something, you're just gonna get like destroyed. But I think these bigger trucks need to be, you know, the ones that are more regulated than these smaller trucks, because these smaller trucks are, you know, in a college town, they would be so beneficial for younger people. If I was in college again and I was just going for like some local commuter type of vehicle, that would be the most clutch type of vehicle there could be in that scenario, especially like if you're just going around the, you know, your neighborhood. And honestly, it's more than just K trucks. There is a whole class of vehicles, because these are Japanese trucks, that are actually illegal in America because of how small they are, and they're so much cheaper and affordable. Like the K trucks are like $3,000, and then it's like $7,000 to import them. If you didn't have to import them, it would probably be so much cheaper. And I just, you know, I don't understand why they want to make cars like $25,000 when it's just like, I could use a go-kart to get around. Like legalize go-karts, Jesus. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you guys think about K-Trucks down in the description below, and if you're an Initial D fan. And that's going to be it for today. I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you guys at the next event. Bye-bye, and have a good one.